What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the No Clearance Podcast. I am your host, Tyler, here with two of the most amazing people that I know. I got the Queen KC in the place to be, host of the Dare to Talk podcast. New episodes are now out, so make sure you tune in. Tune in. You feel me? We got producer of the pod, Mr. West himself, the greatest werewolf of all time.
Happy Halloween, nigga.
It's niggas. There's multiple niggas on here.
I'm sorry. I was saying
to all my niggas and niggas.
It wasn't like niggas. It was like nigga.
Got it.
KC, how you been?
I'm alive and well. I'm doing really good.
That's good to hear.
I'm doing pretty great.
You okay?
Yeah. Okay, so I think Tyler's trying to gauge, should I ask? So I already see telepathy at this point. So I have made a decision to transition to being vegan.
Whoa. Not vegetarian.
Yeah.
You want to
So that's a transition, ain't it?
No, but I'm working. So the month of November, and this is to anybody who's also thinking of transitioning, the month of November, pescatarian, right? Because you don't want to just jump to it.
Okay.
Then the month of December, vegetarian, right?
And during holiday season, this is.
I'm not going back home, so this is great.
Fair.
It's when I'm back home that it gets a little sketch.
Yes.
Then January, I'm full on vegan. Now, I will say, I don't think it's going to be hard because I don't do a lot of dairy products. Like, I drink oat milk. My creamer is oat. Like, a lot of the shit I don't,
Yeah, this is good. I like the thought of transitioning because it gives you a chance to get those recipes together. Because the cooking vegan,
I feel like it's hard. It's hard.
You just have to be so creative.
So this is my thing. So I found this woman on YouTube, Sweet Potato Vegan.
Okay.
And she, she's from Atlanta, so she has a little bit of that Southern. So she changes up like soul food, like meals and shit like that, and makes it vegan where it's like edible. I'm not following any white person that does vegan meals. Because what are they going to lack?
Big facts.
Yeah, they're going to lack flavor.
They're good. They're good for a smoothie.
A nice smoothie. A smoothie bowl.
An idea on how to cook something with a different device.
But I'm not. Yeah,
they
it's
have
going
gadgets.
Well. Drinking water. Yeah.
Okay. No, that's what's up.
That's good.
That's what's up. I dig that.
That's a transition.
Start Pilates tomorrow. It's going great.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Good luck.
What's causing the this change? What made you want to?
I'm gonna be honest. So I've been working out on and off and just like not feeling motivated. And I'm like, okay, I want to be instructed. I want to go somewhere and I don't have to worry about it. They tell me the routine or whatever I'm doing, and then we keep it moving. If I want to work out in between time, sure, great. But I don't want that to be like the only time I'm working out.
Yeah.
And I really think I'm not going to get approved for Ozempic, so I need to move my ass. So I don't, because they're catching on to motherfuckers getting on Ozempic. They're not really giving that shit
You know
out.
what you do?
Right.
You know what you do, KC? You want to take a pill? I got a pill for you. You know what you got to do? You go to your doctor.
Okay, what's the pill, though?
It's from a doctor.
Okay.
You go to your doctor, you be like, hey, I'm having trouble losing weight. I want an appetite suppressant. To see if they'll give you some Filtramine.
Talk to him.
Yeah, Filtramine.
You got to text me that.
I'll send you the name. And
I'm gonna be like, hey, doctor, I need to suppress my appetite.
I did Filtramine.
I have a pill in mind.
I did Filtramine twice in my life, and they only give you enough.
But how did it?
Only give you enough for like 3 months. Once you take it over 3 months, it's not really working, and you get used to it, right? It basically just gives you mad energy. You're gonna be mad like, what am I gonna do next? And like, it makes you got so much energy you don't even think about eating when you're hungry. So like,
fuck. Okay.
yeah. So like, you just got mad energy. So like, you're not thinking
See,
about
you don't
eating. It's
think
like taking
about eating
Adderall.
when you're hungry.
Okay.
You get
You don't
mad
think-
focused.
Hey, I heard Adderall. You kind of shed some, but you lose your appetite.
Yeah,
to
you
Adderall,
do.
so that
But
makes
that's
sense.
because it's a limitless drug if you're not supposed to take it. I took
KC, I would
Adderall.
like to welcome you to the fitness club.
Yes.
That is Jay and I.
Woo.
We for months now, we will call each other and be like, yeah, man, I'm just trying to do like 5 pull-ups. Like, that's my goal.
I got 3.
Yeah.
I got 3.
Or like
Hey, there you go. That's
we
more than
put,
50%.
we got a workouts reels.
It's like
you know, you
a
can
shared
save
save
reels.
thing.
Yeah, a
Oh, I had
shared
that with my
save
other friend,
reel.
too.
Yeah, and we just
Just
said
workouts.
workouts. That's where we got that animal style that Tyler be talking about when we talking about doing animal styles.
Animal style.
That
I
shit
be
is
doing the animal
hilarious.
style.
I could never do it, but it makes me laugh every
Jay
time I
stays
think
sending me the shit. Now it's like getting ridiculous. He be like, "Oh yeah, I thought you would like this." It's some,
I find it funny. I
some
find it funny. I'm like,
shit.
this nigga's running around like a monkey, and he talking about this animal style.
That's insane.
It's tough, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
It's
tough.
hard. It's hard. It looks hard.
No. And this is my thing. I've just, before moving to Texas, I was on. You can ask
Yeah,
Jalen.
KC was
I was
crazy.
on it. Waking up at 5 a.m., hitting the
She
gym,
lifting
pressing
weights.
it. You know what I mean? I was going hard. The moment my ass moved, I was like, I'm tired. I don't wanna. And it's like 3 years later, bitch. Yes, you wanna. Come on.
Yeah, Casey
Let's
was
go.
doing deadlifts and shit.
I
did
kicking
see
ass.
I saw a clip of that. I was like, you was going gangster on
She
that
had the-
bitch.
Yeah, I was.
She had the
I
gloves
was
and everything.
beast mode.
Gloves and everything.
I would tell Jalen, like, oh, so what kind of powder do I need?
I'd be like,
for you know
I
what
was
I mean?
like, powder.
Yeah,
what
so
the fuck you need powder?
Yeah,
Hey, I'm not gonna hold you. Pre-workout, I don't want to do that again. But in the pre-workout Khadijah era,
I use pre-workout stuff.
I could do crystal meth out of a Pepsi can. I would do it all. Yeah, I was on one. You cannot go to the gym on pre-workout and not fucking lose your fucking mind.
You get like tingly and shit.
Okay.
I still take pre-workout every day. Sometimes I take 2 scoops if it's like a leg day. Because I still lift heavy. I still be lifting.
I thought the one scoop was, you know what I
got
mean?
some crazy shit. It got Godzilla on the fucking cover.
And you're taking 2 scoops of that,
Not
Jalen?
all time. Not all time.
Oh, okay.
Only like if it's like
Look at the concern.
because
I
I got my own workout program, right? So like I know when it's gonna be a day when it's like, oh, I need to get another scoop in there, you know. But like I just take 1 scoop usually, and I drink like half an hour before I work out. You know, that's you get a little jittery, but you get used to it. You're not supposed to take it every time you work out, so I don't take it every time.
Yeah.
Just like if I'm tired,
No, heavy on jittery and tingly.
I like when it makes me tingly, cause I'd be like, oh.
I be on the drive there like, oh, it's about to be go time. That's when you're on your Meek Mill
you
fucking drill
you
music.
listen to the fucking Dreams of Nightmare, you're screaming that shit in the car. That shit, I be like, let's fucking go!
That's hilarious.
Fucking, it's literally
you walk in the gym, you don't even look at anybody, you just go straight to the weights.
It's like people know you're on pre-workout. They're like, oh, she's about to do a nice set. She's gonna get it done.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I'd be killing it.
I've never done any. I think the closest I've done is drink Celsius before a workout. I've never done any.
Hey, but I've heard Celsius is like.
It makes me Celsius gives me the
It
runs.
wakes you up. It'll wake you up.
It gives me
and
the
it'll make
runs.
you
I don't like it. Well, I like it, but it gives me
use
the
that
runs.
bathroom real quick. Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
It gives me the runs. I have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
So wait, like after your workout or like
No,
mid-workout?
before.
You should drink the Celsius. Give yourself 20, 30 minutes to use it, and then go work out.
Yeah, the same.
Don't drink the Celsius right before
That's
workout.
crazy.
Same as pre-workout.
Oh,
Pre-workout.
so
goes
not
right through me,
drinking
too.
that while on your way there.
Nah.
Okay.
Same with pre-workout. Pre-workout
Okay.
makes you go to the bathroom too.
And I like to listen to T.I. I got a T.I. motivational playlist that I listen to when I work out. Takes me back to my childhood.
motivational?
I have a T.I. motivation playlist. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It's expeditiously.
You can
I
look
don't know
me
if
in my
any of
eyes,
his
see
shit
I'm
is
ready
motiv-
for whatever. Anything don't kill me, make me better. I be like, come
Okay, that
on,
is
Tip.
Yeah, you know what?
Clifford
Hearing that
Harris?
in my ear.
Old school
I
T.I.
do, you
did
know
go
what I mean?
in, you know.
Tell
Bring
you,
'em out,
tell
bring 'em
you,
out.
man. Okay, well, KC, I wish you best on your journey, especially that
luck.
Pilates shit, because that is not for me.
Yeah, it's
That is
hard.
for
I'm
the
gonna
strong.
send y'all a before picture of my face and an after.
Drink
Okay.
plenty of water
sounds
because
good.
you'll catch a cramp. I know it.
It's a lot
It's
of
one of
holds.
those things where I know you catch a cramp.
It's
Drink
Yeah,
one of
because
plenty
it's
of
the
water.
it's the machine one where you're like sliding and shit.
Drink plenty of water.
Yeah.
Drink plenty of water.
All right. Jay,
Yeah.
Mr. West, how are you doing?
I'm
good
back
sir?
and I'm better.
Wake
You
up,
know, it's
Mr.
another
West.
week.
Indeed.
I'm happy to be here. Happy Halloween,
That's a
niggas.
beautiful thing. Happy Halloween, niggas.
Yes. We're recording this on Halloween. Just so you, just for the listeners.
Spooky.
Fucking love Halloween.
Okay. We're getting started with KC's picks.
Let's
This
go.
is the section of the
Bring
episode
them out. Bring them out.
where we pick 5. KC will pick the winners. Try to pick the winners of 5 games in the NFL.
No. Oh, we're manifesting. Casey picks the winners. Thank you.
Fair. Well, let's go over last week real quick.
Okay.
You were 4 out of 5.
That's good.
Woo!
Okay.
Hey, that's not bad.
Who'd
Not
you get
bad.
For a
wrong?
No,
motherfucker
not
who
bad.
don't know shit.
Who'd you get wrong?
You had you got the Dolphins game right. You got the Saints
Boom.
beating the Colts. You had the Bengals beating the Niners. You had the Jets beating the Giants. But you had the Chiefs beating the Broncos, and the Broncos beat the Kansas City Chiefs 24-9.
That was crazy.
In them.
No. But y'all said that was the one that was like, that could go either
No,
way.
that was the Bengals.
No, the one we said could go either way was the Bengals. We truly thought the Chiefs was going to go in there
and whoop
and beat the brakes
and
off
kill
them.
Yeah, that was
Russell Wilson decided to. They listened to me. They decided to show up and throw the ball to their best receiver.
Yeah,
that's absolutely crazy.
Russell,
I just
Russell Wilson ain't looked like that in years.
Yeah.
Oh
he
wow.
looked good.
Okay.
Yeah, he looked real good.
Okay, that's good.
Because he got a baby on the way.
Shout out to Russ, man. You just keep knocking that woman.
Right?
I mean,
hey, you know what it means?
I don't want to say knocking that woman.
You know what that means? He hitting.
Keeps getting his wife pregnant.
He's hitting.
You know?
That's what that means. The nigga's still hitting to this day.
He's still going.
And I'm still a fan of Russell Wilson for this.
I would hope he is.
I mean, some people get married, they don't get busy for like a long time, especially later in your relationship.
Ooh, fuck. Get comfortable.
They got a happy relationship. They got mad kids.
I know that's right, Ty. Make it known. Talk your shit.
Like,
get on the mic.
I haven't gotten to later in my relationship. Later in my marriage.
Your shit. People, you're good. Talk that shit, Ty.
Yeah, talk that shit, Tyler.
Talk that shit, nigga. I gotta keep the spark. You know what I'm saying? KC, I'm gonna give you first game. This is a tough one. Seattle Seahawks versus the Baltimore Ravens. The Seattle Seahawks are 5-2. The Baltimore Ravens are 6-2. Who do you have?
Ravens.
All right. We have a divisional matchup in the NFC East. It's the Dallas Cowboys versus the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm telling you niggas now. Forget Dallas.
You already know who.
Prescott go triple the
You
step.
already know who I'm riding with.
Oh, the Eagles.
Okay, she got the Eagles.
For people listening, she put the wings up.
For people listening, she picked Philly. All right.
I don't know if that's what I think that was a pigeon. But
it's okay. It's a bird.
Yeah, we got you. Okay. We got you. This game is a international. It will be played in Germany. It is an international game. This is the Miami Dolphins versus the Kansas City Chiefs.
Ooh,
the Miami Dolphins are 6-2. The Kansas City Chiefs are 6-2.
Damn,
that's gonna be a good one.
Miami Dolphins have the best receiver in the National Football League right now with Tyreek Hill.
Yeah,
and of course, Kansas City Chiefs have Patrick Mahomes at the helm.
Do the Dolphins utilize that receiver?
Yes. Yes, they do.
Sure do.
Yeah. I think that was a great question.
That's a good question. That's a good question.
Yeah.
And their quarterback
he played really well versus the Patriots last year.
And their quarterback, some more context and background information, back in college, kind of Jalen Hurts got hurt, and the quarterback of the Dolphins took over and never lost the spot. Let's just say,
Well, it's crazy because that's
crazy.
not how it happened.
It's not how it happened, but like, basically, Jalen Hurts,
that was a big thing.
Yeah.
Ty,
they got a good quarterback. They got a good quarterback. That's all I got to say.
It was a national championship game. Jalen Hurts was a starter. He played a terrible first half. They put in the backup, which is now the quarterback for Miami, and he led them to a win in the national championship game. He never lost the job.
Yeah.
There was a whole thing where he got hurt in another championship game later.
So he was hurt. It wasn't that he was like, okay.
No. He didn't play well, and they just put the nigga in. Like,
so
Hurst got him to the...
kind of like you fired?
A smidgen.
He pretty much got
pretty much.
But,
pretty much.
You know, it was... Yeah,
it was good for him, though. It was good for him. Still worked out. Worked out.
It worked out.
Gave him character.
Went to a Super Bowl. Still worked out.
That's why he in Philly now. He needed to, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, Dolphins versus the Chiefs. Tough one.
I'm gonna have to go.
This could go either way.
Dolphins, because I went Chiefs and I was done dirty.
Dolphins got a black quarterback, super light skin.
Is Tagovailoa?
Dolphins.
Now, when you say black,
Dolphins.
What do you say? Is he black?
Mike McDaniels is half black. He's like Logic.
You said quarterback or coach?
I said coach.
No. You said quarterback.
Half black. That's black.
Oh, I said quarterback.
No, their coach is like 1/8 black.
I thought he was half black. Like Logic.
He was like 1/8.
Oh
no, he's not like Logic.
Oh, I thought he was like. He looked like Logic. I just assumed the nigga was like Logic. He darker than Logic.
He is darker than Logic. That's
He's darker than Logic. He's darker than Logic. He darker than me.
Okay, we're moving on. We gotta move on. All right, we have a matchup from last year. It was a tragic ending to this game. But they're back playing against each other again. We got the Buffalo Bills versus the Cincinnati Bengals. The Buffalo Bills are 5-3, and the Cincinnati Bengals have made it to 4-3 after a rough start. Who you got, KC? Buffalo versus Cincinnati.
Yeah, that last game, man.
And you said Buffalo had a rough start?
No, the Cincinnati had a rough start, but they on a streak. I think they about got 2-3 in a row now, I think.
All right. I'm gonna have to go with Sin City. I'm gonna go with Cincinnati.
Word. I like that pick actually. The Bills is they're an up and down team. You don't know what you don't know what team's gonna show up.
They're not predictable in a bad way.
Correct. Yeah.
Well, yeah, they
Okay. Last one. We're doing one of the bottom of the barrel. That was 4, right? That was 4. Cause I did 3 up top. I picked.
Are you writing this down?
Yep. Writing it down. We got the Indianapolis Colts versus the Carolina Panthers. The Indianapolis Colts are 3-5. The Panthers just got their first win last week. They are 1-6. KC, who you got?
I'm sorry. Who's 1-6?
The Carolina Panthers.
They've won one game?
Yes. Last week. Yeah. This past week, they got their first win.
Okay. Who's the other team?
The Colts are 3 and Indianapolis Colts. They are 3-5.
Jesus, for fuck's sake, are these people showing up to work? God, numbers are horrible.
This is the bottom of the barrel.
This is a bottom of the barrel game.
You know what? I'm gonna have to shit. Gotta dig deep. You gotta know when to hold them, when to fold them. I'm gonna say the Colts.
That's a good pick.
Yeah,
that's a good pick.
I think we're fucked either way, right? Like it doesn't sound good.
I mean, the Colts, they're all right. They just, had a couple.
It sounds like they're all right.
Had a couple bad games,
right.
Yeah.
Casey, appreciate you. You're actually doing really good. You're getting a lot better.
Yeah.
Every week, at really understanding what's going on, keeping up. You know what I'm saying? So you're doing your thing.
I just want to remind you guys, still don't know shit about football, but
there we go.
Love to be here.
She's learning more and more players every week.
Every week. Yeah. Okay. Let's get into some stories, man. We came across. So, can your significant other have an OnlyFans? We are asking this question due to a situation that arose, has gone viral on social media, in which a former basketball player by the name of Josh Smith had just found out his wife was doing had
That
an
was
OnlyFans.
Josh Smith?
Not the. I don't think it was the Josh Smith.
I thought it was Joe Thomas.
Who's Joe Thomas?
I don't know. I didn't know who this nigga was.
Jesus Christ.
I know. I thought he was an old school NBA player. I didn't know who he was.
No, I don't think it's the Josh Smith that played for the Atlanta Hawks.
Okay.
I don't think it's the Josh Smith we know.
Okay. Because I was like, damn, he looks rough.
Yeah, he looked super thin.
Yeah,
right?
mad skinny.
Like, nah,
It's
not the Josh Smith we knew.
That's why I was so interested in it. I was like, I see the name, and I was like, really, that's Josh Smith?
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Okay,
I hope not.
Resume.
I pray to God it wasn't him. I don't think so. Let me double check. I don't think it was a Joe Thomas.
Joe Smith. His name's Joe Smith, Tyler. It's Joe Smith, not Josh Smith. That's what I said. I thought it was Joe Thomas. It's
Guys are really doing your research.
We got the names mixed up.
In half.
We got the names mixed up.
We split it in half.
Honestly, I'll be honest with you. I didn't look at the nigga's name. I just watched the video.
All right, that's valid. That's right. We love the honesty.
All right, so Jay, I believe you have more context to provide.
So the video was
give our opinion.
Him losing his mind. He was like very upset because he found out his wife had an OnlyFans and he didn't know. He like just found out on a whim. And she's sitting there recording it and they're going back and forth. And I guess allegedly they're on rough times and she did it to help them get some money. Now, I understand like why this is a conversation of like, oh, would you want your significant other to be on an OnlyFans, have an OnlyFans or not? This situation is unique because Joe Smith's wife is a former porn star. And he met her when she was still doing pornography. And she has a fan base. Even though she's retired.
Fair. Why you say that, Jay? In the video, she goes, you know who I am.
Yes.
And he goes, but I thought you ain't, not when you was with me. He said, not when you with me. Now, I ain't know what she was talking about. I thought she was just out here in these streets. I mean, technically she was.
I mean, was she in the streets?
But she was getting paid to be out here in the streets.
Is it really? Being in the streets? Doing porn, is it or is it just a job that's like not very...
Sometimes it's an Airbnb. Sometimes...
Thank you for...
I look, man. I never saw her.
Yeah, I mean, probably like it was probably before our times with the internet, Tyler. It's probably like 90s or something like that. You know, she's probably on some DVDs. There's some DVD covers. I saw a couple tweets about this, and someone was like, "Hey, it's funny that he's so upset about this because when I was a kid, I went in one of my uncle's drawers, and guess who was on the cover of the video in his drawer?"
You're lying. No, you're not.
I'm dead ass.
Nuh-uh. No.
Okay.
So like she was a full-fledged porn star. So is this
KC?
This is an interesting situation now.
Talk to me.
Okay. Okay, let's say you was Joe Smith. Why would you be upset?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Wouldn't even have put a ring on it.
If she was a porn star in the past?
If she was a porn star. This is my thing. And I'm thinking of, you're making a big deal out of this. You knew how I acquired income in the past. So you have to know. It's just like if I was somebody that was a chef, right? And I no longer was a chef or cooked in the professional realm because at the time my man got it, he got money, whatever. So if you lose your job or we're down, I'm going to go back to the skill set that gave me money. Now if that means fucking, you know what I mean?
But then again,
we might have to do that to, we have to look at sex workers as workers. It's a skill set they have.
It's a job. They don't have sex
It's
for
a
fun.
job.
They do it.
They're not blowing people to blow. Like, I need the money now.
Yeah.
I'll blow you. Maybe get some later. Fuck around, record it, post it, give me the money. You know what I mean? Like, it's exchange.
But
it's
now,
business.
here's my question. What if she's not even fucking nobody? What if she just put a picture of her feet and just playing with her cooter?
Okay, see, that I think is marriage. No, that's marriage friendly.
I feel like that's marriage friendly. Yeah. If she's going fucking a random dude, I could understand being upset. But if you're just taking naked pictures and putting it on OnlyFans and making niggas pay $20 a month to look at my naked pictures.
That's not going to take care of the mortgage. Hopefully it's a little more than $20.
If you get enough people paying $20 a month.
You get enough people paying.
Oh, yeah.
We
might need to have her on here.
And if she,
to get on a Patreon, you know what I mean?
And if she had like,
a Patreon subscription.
If she had a fan base, I understand her. She probably make a little cheddar.
Of course, the clear issue is the nigga found out. She didn't tell him.
Yeah, that's the issue.
But she probably knows her husband.
Okay.
If she was like, hey, I'm thinking of, no, Tyler, let's be for real. Hey, we're down. We ain't have it. I think I know how we can get it. Cool. How can we get it? I might have to do some sex shit.
You know why he mad? Nigga ain't
He's
in
not
going to
go for that.
He mad he wasn't in it. He mad he wasn't with her.
Yeah, the nigga could have joined in. The nigga could have joined in.
No,
you know what it is? It sounds like
that shit ain't sexy.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. If you go on Twitter, it's just random, regular people fucking on Twitter all the time, and people like that.
It's not about regular people. It's people want the fantasy. When you log on to watch porn.
Nah.
Oh, you're just looking for
the
hole.
I was gonna say, porn is very simple nowadays.
Damn, I thought it was like the element of fantasy of like, ooh, here's your pizza.
Nah,
I didn't
order pizza.
There's something for everybody.
There's something for everybody,
like,
but
some people do want a good storyline. Some people just want to get to
the business. Point. You scrub through with your finger for like what you want to see.
I feel like you're talking. There's some niggas that just numb to this shit, and they're just like, hey man, we just skip all the wood they want. Yeah. So they ain't got time.
Jalen's like, they get too big.
That's it. But you go on Twitter right now and just you go down a certain rabbit hole, and it's just videos of people fucking regular people. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Promoting their own.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So, okay, but back to your question, Ty. Would I be upset if my significant other was on? It depends on the content.
Yeah. Maybe she's doing something very creative.
Because it could be just like feet shit.
Also, OnlyFans is very much like Patreon, Like people have a sex Patreon. Yeah. It's just another website. It's just like a lot of people went on it to only do sex stuff. But like it's just a subscription-based social media website.
Yeah.
Like,
there's a woman. I was watching the 85 South interview, and there's this one woman. She twerks and plays the piano
on OnlyFans.
As part of her OnlyFans. Yes.
Interesting. I mean,
very, very, yeah.
Blueface had a whole like Bad Girls type show on OnlyFans, and that's where he bet what's her face, Chris Sean.
Jesus Christ.
No, but like the same, like people put stuff like that on OnlyFans all the time.
So
if you are waiting on a sign not to be on OnlyFans, Jalen just gave it to you.
Shoot, like,
are you looking for a croissant?
What you call it?
I'm just curious on how bad does it. Hopefully, Joe Smith, sir, you figure this out. But how bad really would it have to be for a retired porn star to be like, gotta get back in the game. Gotta get back in the game.
Picking up she picking up her sneakers.
Got to pick
she
up
dusted
the
off
sneakers.
the cleats.
She opened the
like,
closet.
"Alrighty."
She opened that closet like
all her G strings come out. The dildos and everything.
The smell on those things. Oh,
I mean, they're
God.
probably clean now.
Oh man.
I pray.
I mean, it's kind of I don't know, man. It feels like cold. Feel a little disrespectful.
How?
I think the not
I
telling
don't
him's
know,
the
man.
worst
Well,
part.
no, it's an ego.
Oh, the
it's,
not
it's
telling him. Yeah,
it's
the
an
not
ego
telling him
trip.
is disrespectful.
Yeah.
It's an ego trip. It's got to be as a nigga who probably was
But
making millions of dollars, and he be like, now you on some financial troubles. Next thing you know, your wife turn around.
I
on
think that's
OnlyFans.
what
Yeah.
it is.
You just
Because
like,
you already
God, dang.
feeling some type of way that you made all this money. Now you
You're
broke.
already
I think it's
emasculated.
that. On
Big
top
time
of,
facts.
I'm fondling myself, maybe others.
But I tell you this:
It-
if she took me to Cheesecake Factory, I ain't mad at you.
Hey, I feel like
If she started taking a nigga out, take a nigga bowling, take a nigga.
I'm
I mean,
still-
if you
Chipotle,
marry a
take
porn
nigga-
star, if you marry a
You
porn
have to
star,
know-
you gotta
not
be
to
a
say
freak
it's
yourself.
inevitable.
You know, like you gotta be like into some stuff yourself if you married a porn star.
You gotta be
So, like-
willing to hang motherfuckers from the door.
Like I hope
Sleep.
he's just upset that because she didn't tell him. If he's upset because she's out doing OnlyFans, nigga, you married a porn star. She's done probably done
Yeah.
way worse for money.
Way
So like,
worse.
if you married her knowing that that's who she is, why are you upset? You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. Now, a regular person, we got to have a conversation about this. I can't just find out that you doing OnlyFans and you ain't never did nothing like that before in your life. You know, in a situation like that, it's like, oh,
So you're saying like if I was a regular person, whatever, and then I just jump into the shit?
yeah, without telling your husband.
Okay, yeah.
That's
I'm not gonna jump.
no,
into
no.
the
But I'm
shit.
just saying,
cool.
like, I feel like there needs to be a conversation
That's
had.
a lot. I fucking barely keep up with my podcast. Fuck.
Imagine you just open the door. Hey, what you doing? Get with the camera. Who watching you?
Whoa, what's this?
Who watching you?
Hey, I would die.
On this episode of Dare to Talk, we get a little wild.
I'll post like one every year. No, it's not. That's the other thing too. Is like when you're doing OnlyFans, you got to be consistent.
Yeah,
Because when people are subscribing, they like, I want that shit all the time.
I want my money's worth, and it's a very interesting
Yeah.
setup.
I know they
Like you
finesse
get
it. They
tips
probably
for
take-
each video. There's a lot of money to be made.
I know they do $100. I know they'll probably do one day, take 100 photos, and just be like, "Who wants to see a picture of my big toe?" Subscribe.
Hey, okay, I'm not gonna hold you.
Oh my goodness!
I
bro.
got pretty ass feet. I'm not
You
gonna.
can do a feet OnlyFans, KC.
Hey,
and I'm about to because
some people would just be scouring OnlyFans
gases,
too.
gases, fucking high as hell. Yeah, groceries. You know, motherfucker want to eat vegan. It's gonna be real easy. Let me
Yo.
just get that bottle of air. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's stupid expensive to go
Yeah.
vegan.
Yeah,
It's fucking ridiculous. All right.
Oh, trust me, I know.
vegetables can be very pricey,
Oh,
especially in
man.
this economy.
And they go bad quick.
And they go bad quick. You gotta go
Hey,
grocery shopping
no,
every week.
Y'all are negative. Y'all thinking negative. That's motivation to eat it right
Yeah,
quick.
of course.
We're
You
not
can't waste no
wasting it.
money.
We're not wasting it. We're eating it right away.
My spinach
Alright,
was just
man.
about to go bad. I cooked that bitch up real quick.
Nothing steam and water
Yeah,
cake.
you
You
know.
know what I mean? Take care
I
of.
was like, oh, this is getting a little wet. Let me throw this in the fucking pot.
Hey, and when spinach is going bad, it looks really
It
gross.
does.
Oh, it's
so
tragic.
gross. It's so gross.
Tragic.
That's why you throw it in a pot. Put some crushed red peppers.
Or
some
my
minced
fave,
garlic.
make a smoothie.
Oh, you can do that too. That's a good
Blend
one.
that bitch up. Yeah.
Blend that bitch.
But yeah, I don't know. This OnlyFans thing is taking over the world. It's very interesting to see how the society like.
So it's still popular, even though like we're not like on house arrest.
Yeah,
Very much
so.
so. All right, here's the thing.
okay.
I will say this. I personally have no idea. I'm gonna tell you that right now, but I believe so.
I think
Nice way
I
to
see-
clean
all
your
I
inside.
know is
No, not
from
in the sense, like, I
podcasts
haven't
and
used
stuff.
it. see, I've heard a lot of people still
Like
making accounts, still creating OnlyFans. So I'm like, it's gotta be
horrible
still
decisions.
popping.
Horrible decisions has like an OnlyFans person on like every so often. I don't know if you ever listened to that podcast.
I don't think I have. It sounds familiar.
It's a sex podcast. It's very interesting. It's called Horrible Decisions with a W.
You don't have to spell it for me. I'm good. I'm good.
All right, man. Moving on, man. Shout out to Kim K. Her company Skims.
Hey, Kim.
Skims
That's
is
what we
the
love to see, Kimmy.
Official underwear partner of the NBA and the WNBA and USA basketball.
This is interesting.
Why?
Because she like just announced the Skims men like a week or two ago. She had Shai Gilgeous-Alexander fucking on the tank top on posters and shit.
Probably because of this deal.
I didn't realize. I was like, oh, that's interesting. I didn't realize it was gonna. Like, I haven't heard anything good about the stuff yet. Like, if it's good, the men's stuff, if it's good or not yet, you know?
Well, I haven't heard much about the women's, to be honest with you. KZ, do you have any input on Skims?
This is my thing. I've always meant to buy some. I've heard really good things about her stuff. Now, what the only like neg con is the price.
It's a little pricey. It's
right?
expensive.
It's pricey, but I think if you're thinking of quality shit, I'd rather spend $38 for a Spanx that I know is quality and gonna get me together than spending $20 on some shit that's half-assed, not really gonna get me together, gonna roll down, all this other stuff. I've heard really good stuff about all of her like underwear, the undergarments, the Spanx, the things that like really snatch you together, the compression stuff. I think Kimberly. I watch Kardashians. Do y'all watch Kardashians on Hulu?
I've dabbled.
No.
I've dabbled my entire life.
I don't judge a book by its cover.
I appreciate you asking, but no, I don't.
Jada and I spent the day watching it because of you.
So, yay. So this is my thing. Watching this show, because I've watched Kardashians since the beginning of the whole empire. I respect Kim's vision on shit. Like, I think most people see her and like, oh, she's a workaholic. No, she thinks big. Like, she's the epitome of think big. She wanted to start a business. She's like, okay, I don't want to just do Skims. I want to branch it out. How can I make partnerships and connection with other businesses beyond the undergarment, beyond what the product is? How can I put this in motherfuckers' faces? You know what I mean? Even, I would say, with her celebrity collabs, she's very strategic on who she uses, right? Like the audience she's trying to reach. I think she just had Cardi B on one. The men's, I would be very interested who she puts as the face or the person to like spearhead that division. But Kim is very strategic. I see this being the beginning. I think she probably will even tap into some other lanes. I'm surprised that this is her first like sports deal, to be honest with you.
It makes sense. It makes sense why it'll be with the NBA.
Why do you say that?
Because of like their association. People always talk about, all they do is sleep with NBA players. So like that branding wise.
She dated a football player though, but I guess it's more NBA.
Reggie Bush.
Yeah.
But like, you know how, but
I guess they've been more with NBA.
So like,
players,
if you go through the comments, all the comments is like, well, she sucked enough NBA dick, and it's like everyone like thinks of her in that way negatively. So like, this is like a positive spin. I feel like, in my opinion,
it's just interesting how she was able to get this deal when, you know,
there's Nike, Adidas, Under Armour.
You got Nike, Under Armour, Adidas, Puma. And now, to be honest, I never heard of NBA having an official underwear sponsor. So, like, she seems like she really just decided to make her own
thing.
Branding for the partnership.
But you got to think too. I love that you mentioned this. Let's expand on this. When you think Nike, you don't think undergarments. Like Nike's thing is like the sneakers.
It's not the first thing that come to mind. But most players will wear. They do have the gear, but they don't. It's not promoted as much as.
I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
At least not anymore.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say
it's not anymore.
Yeah,
but I will say Nike, Adidas, they have more to offer than the garment stuff.
Right. When you're talking Skims is literally just saying, hey, we're focusing this.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty impressive move. I am curious, Casey, who competes with Skims? What are the other brands in regards to? I'm just on the women's side. Like,
So Skims is I would say relatively not new, but Fenty Savage was
okay,
out a little bit
okay,
before Skims.
yeah,
So when Skims came out, and you got to think too. So Savage X Fenty came out, and it was strictly like underwear, bra, panties type shit, boxers, briefs. Whereas Skims came out, and it was like compression shit. Because Kim's thing is, I like to look snatched.
squeeze
So
you
it
in.
didn't even, it wasn't even to start off being like bra underwear. It started off shapewear. Then it
Shapewear.
expanded
Gotcha.
into the underwear, the bras, the different type of underwear and bras. Then she expanded it into loungewear. Then she expanded that into bathing suits. So it's like Kim is making sure, I would say she's doing it in a way where it's like stackable. I can eventually see her doing some like, I wouldn't say active wear like Nike or Adidas, but I wouldn't hold it past
Yeah, I
her.
could see her doing
Yeah, I mean, she
clothes and
does
stuff
work out.
because women be wearing the
Fair
skim
enough.
stuff
Yeah.
as like them bodysuits. They be wearing it as like an outfit. Now the only
I
reason
think Yitty, that was Lizzo's shit that she just came out with. But I
well,
don't know what
yeah,
else
oh
going
yeah,
on.
well, you know, she got some situation
Yeah,
going.
yeah.
I personally never even heard
Yeah.
about
Keep your head up,
like
Liz.
a woman shapewear brand being talked about so much, or I talked about
Yeah,
at all. To
always
be honest,
everything was
Right.
just
yeah.
Spanx. Like you just knew it was called Spanx, but there was never a brand that really took it over as like now you say Shorty wearing Skims. Like you don't even say
I will say,
anything
I
else anymore.
have seen a pair or two. You know, not to, I've seen them. I've washed a couple pairs. They're very good quality
Okay,
stuff, in my opinion. I was in the
got you.
store when it was bought, and I did
Okay.
touch some stuff, but just because I wanted to feel
And
the
how did it
quality,
feel? How did the
it
quality?
feels nice. It's very tight though, very tight.
No, but you got to think, and this is why I think Kim was like smart, because if you look at Kim, she's a very curvy woman. So
Yeah.
you are gonna buy Spanx from a bitch that, oh, you got ass thighs too. Like if that shit works for you, I know it's gonna
Even
work
before
for
the
me.
butt surgery,
And that's the other thing too.
she was thick even before the butt
Well,
surgery.
she didn't get.
Or the BBL.
Yeah.
It wasn't a BBL. It
Oh,
was
was it the
shots?
shots? Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
That shit was
Yeah,
ass shots.
I thought it was cool to be personally. I like looking at the comments in the post and stuff, and I was just like, damn.
Yeah.
A lot of dudes was
The
like, "Oh,
comments
you
were,
gonna wear
comments.
Skims?" A lot of dudes was like feeling very.
Hey, but you know what? That's that shit. The moment you put it on, you're never. That's why I'm scared to even try Skims, because I know I'm a motherfucker that I like shit that I have no business liking. So I'm gonna like it, and it's just I have no business liking it. I don't want to
when
do
there's
it to
something
myself.
nice like that, you always gotta get like at least one, you know, one thing. Something nice like that. When it's good quality stuff, something that lasts, you get one.
But this is my thing, Tyler. Even her t-shirts.
I'm not a tight form
look
type nigga.
like
I'm not gonna buy a pair. I'm talking about for
like they.
Casey.
The t-shirts even look like once you wash it, it's not gonna look dingy. Like it looks like quality. This is what I'm saying.
It's very nice quality clothes. Like it feels
I'll
nice.
check out the website.
It's very nice quality.
You know what I mean?
Like the Skims men, I might get a wife beater, maybe. I don't know.
And that'll be the best white beater you ever had. I promise.
To be honest, maybe I don't know. I want to see it in the store. When I see it in the store, I'm gonna touch.
Wait, what store? What store did you see?
We was in Chicago.
Tyler,
Nordstrom. They have it in Nordstrom. They have it in Nordstrom.
Okay. Because that's my thing.
Man,
I'm like,
that shit
how
expensive,
do you,
boy? Oh Lord, it's in a Nordstrom. No, run the check. Oh,
that's my.
Yeah, Nordstrom is expensive. I ain't never bought anything in Nordstrom in my entire life.
You know what always has blown my mind is that motherfuckers like, oh yeah, I got it from Nordstrom. I'm like, oh, okay. I went into Nordstrom one time. I was like, I have no business in here.
I go to Nordstrom Rack.
A lot of you
niggas. You go to Nordstrom Rack. You ever been to Nordstrom Rack?
Now Nordstrom Rack, the
Nordstrom
place to be.
Rack. That's a hit or miss because that's a hit or miss
It's
because
still a little pricey.
every
there.
what is
it's
there,
still, yeah,
nigga.
And it's still a little pricey.
You know what I mean? And it's not free. It's still up
still
free.
a little
pricey.
You know,
but if you want to get something nice at a discount,
like,
you go to Nordstrom Rack.
My goodness.
Well, we have Dillard's down here. We have Nordstrom Rack.
Isn't Dillard's kind of like TJ Maxx?
No, it's like
No, I was wondering. I've seen it.
It's like Filene's Basement. Remember Filene's Basement?
Oh yeah, okay. Oh, so it's like Filene's Basement. Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Yeah, but without the smell.
I was gonna say, oof.
Mm-hmm. Every Filene's Basement had a smell. I used to hate when my mom took me.
It smells like the disinfectant they use on the clothes.
If it ends in basement, I will make the assumption.
You know what I mean?
Oh man,
smell like moth.
Yeah.
Like, get me the
smell
fuck out of here. Like, what the fuck?
I was gonna say it smelled like church lady, like old church lady. Because it's always the old church ladies was in Filene's Basement after church. You know that. Every time you go to church, Filene's Basement, they always be in their outfits.
Ty with the big ass hat.
Serious, Tyler. You go there on a Sunday, that's all you see in there.
Service was good.
That's all you see in there.
I got a myth for you, baby. God bless.
Literally, but that's what like Filene's Basement smelled like.
Filene's Basement, that's a throwback. Man. But yeah, good for Kim Kardashian because they be getting a bad rap, but they don't ever like let it phase them.
It's not they, and I just want to end this part with this: in a world full of Courtneys, be a Kim. That's all I'm saying.
Damn.
Man.
Hey, she did a porn. She did a sex tape 20 years ago. People never let her live it down.
No, if anything, I'm pissed that my sisters didn't take it. Fuck. We could have been on the map.
Shout out to Ray J. Ray J doing well off of that sex tape too now. Raycon is
it was weak anyway.
It
was weak.
Indestructible glasses and shit.
Them glasses. Them hats that spin.
Scooty bites. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, he's a whole joke.
Hey, this nigga is there one thing he gonna do and he gonna put something out? You know what I mean?
I could never take him serious, and it's so funny because he's serious about business, but you can't take him serious because he's such a clown. Like he's goofy as hell.
Such a fucking joke.
Interesting.
I guess we'll kind of stick to the NBA in this topic of the former Los Angeles Laker, Orlando Magic, whatever. He played with a lot of teams. Shout out to Dwight Howard. Former NBA player. I want to say shout out to Dwight Howard.
Who this is?
Dwight Howard. Being accused of having a sexual assault with a man. Which he okay, so here's the story. This is the story I heard from It Is What It Is podcast.
I heard it from there too.
Okay. This is what happened. Dwight Howard was supposed to meet up with the dude, okay, and they was like, bet. He show up with another dude
named Kitty.
And the nigga name is Kitty.
What the fuck is going on?
The nigga brought Kitty with him. I find that hilarious, by the way. The nigga brought Kitty with him. Apparently they started to get a little physical. He ain't like it. Now that's all I know. Look, you know what? I've talked to a lot of dudes about this situation. And they was like, I mean, this ain't nothing we didn't know. You know what I'm saying?
Dwight Howard?
About Dwight Howard. Like, Dwight Howard been having these accusations for quite a while.
Yeah.
But is this the first time he actually had to, like...
I think it's the first time it's been all men because it's usually been, like, trans women.
Oh.
Yeah, it's always been... Because Dwight Howard also has, like, 9 kids. The nigga just fucks anything at this point in his life.
So is he just bored?
I think that's what it is. He just fucks everything and anything.
That's tragic.
You know what I'm saying? So allegedly, he went down on old boy. Dwight Howard was 6'10". That visual is hilarious to me.
How tall is
I don't know, but I don't think he's 6'10".
I don't think he's 6'6".
So allegedly, he went down on old boy. Old boy didn't know he was gonna go on down on him, and he's.
What do you mean? Didn't
Yeah.
know?
I guess the nigga surprised him with a blowjob, and then
That's not like a birthday cake.
He
Like,
was
you know what I
like,
mean?
"Hey, let's go, me and you and Kitty, and try to bring him to the bed with Kitty." And he was like, "Nah, didn't sign up for this." And
What the fuck are we talking about?
This shit is like P-Valley.
yeah, it
my
was
nigga.
crazy.
Yo, I am quickly like like what the fuck are we talking about?
Look,
Like, you know what I mean? Have you ever had I feel like I'm in the sunken place. Like, huh?
you got to understand, KC. Dwight Howard is low-key one of the greatest players to play in the league, like at his peak. You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga used to be called Superman.
Yeah.
Like, this nigga used like,
KZ.
and it's just kind of mind-boggling. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Live long enough to see your heroes show you something
that's
else.
the thing, yo.
That's crazy thing.
That's all I can
I'm
really say
really-
about this. Like, literally live long enough to see these people you look up to, like, to see what they've been up. Like, it's just crazy. That's why you look at niggas like Jay-Z and it's still impressive.
So this is what I'll name. Dwight, if you're tuned in, sweetheart, it's okay if that's what you're into. This is a safe space. We're not shaming you. It's just,
I'm just,
you know,
I'm gonna say what Mace said. If it's a surprise, it's pretty sure there ain't no consent. Yeah,
Do
so
you know?
like,
and so that's where the comes in.
it's
You
like
know what
you're
I mean?
6'10". How you surprised? I personally, how you go surprise a man with a blowjob at 6'10"? That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That nigga gonna see
giving
you
grace.
going down.
See it.
It's giving grace.
It's gonna take you a minute.
They gonna see you going
It's just
down.
such a crazy situation that was in.
That's a long way
It's just
down.
a crazy situation that
It's a
went
long
viral.
way.
He responded, and he was like, "I like what I like, and I mind my business. It doesn't matter what I do in my bed."
And that's fine. And that you know what? That's
And
your
I-
truth. That is your truth, Dwight. That's
and
yours.
I feel like nobody's talking about that. This is a alleged sexual assault. It just people were just worried about him
I think
being with a room full of men.
No.
Do you think this is why he's no longer in the NBA?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'm gonna say
we know of other fucking weirdos. Niggas have like fucking beat their wives on elevators. They've
That's
done other
NFL.
shit.
but the
Well,
NBA
this
is a little bit more of a extra tight knit community, and Dwight Howard's been on championship teams. To have him on your team is an asset, right? So you could be like, look, the nigga cool, but he gonna fuck up the locker room. Not, I didn't mean that the way.
But this is no. But this is my thing. You're gonna tell me, all jokes aside, I don't know of any other, but you're gonna tell me there's not other players who have potentially raped somebody.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm sure.
So, do you know what I mean?
But those players, a lot of those players don't get.
I mean,
they get cut.
For instance, right? There's a player, D'Angelo Russell. He was a point guard for the Lakers, and for some reason, this nigga was like on Instagram Live in the locker room, and you got niggas talking about things going on in their lives, right? This nigga got traded.
Oh yeah,
like he's never coming back to LA.
That was a long time ago. That was a long time ago. It wasn't IG Live. He like recorded Nick Young talking about how he was cheating on Iggy Azalea at the time, and he posted it on his story. And it was a whole thing.
I'll be damned. I'm saying that to say what goes on behind the scenes can truly affect.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, that can affect
about 10 years.
You know, who you play with. That can affect your future.
Yeah.
Low key.
Yeah.
So
okay, I give you that.
I will hope not, because there's been
What's his
players.
face had a allegation. I don't want to say his name because
Which one?
He's a legend. He's one of the greatest of all time.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Kobe had an allegation. So like NBA players get them all the time.
Kobe.
That's not a new thing, It's not. It's a first to ever have that happen. Like, it's a man saying he was assaulted. I think this is the first time a story like this ever come out. I know they do. That's what
do you think the NBA? I'm saying, do you think the NBA is more homophobic than we think?
Oh yeah, for sure. Probably, most likely. But
I don't know shit.
Black men specifically are very homophobic, because we say pause for everything.
No, but let me shut the fuck up. I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna shut up.
I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. Me being who I am, and I've recognized a lot of men are homophobic, and more black men are way more homophobic than white men. White men be doing gay shit all the time and for fun. Think about it, Tyler.
Yes.
So this this is what I'll say. I'll say that there's a lot of men that are trade, and trade means essentially like you don't identify as gay, but you like doing a little stuff with a guy. So I also feel like
crazy.
no, but that's a thing though, right? And so it's just like sometimes I feel like when guys, and just no race, but just guys in general, are like hyper, like, oh, I don't like that gay shit. You let a nigga bend you over last night, huh? Because it's like, why do you have to go so hard? Like, you know what I mean? You could just say pause and keep it cute and keep it going. Whatever. You know what I'm talking about. There's those very macho aggressive, oh, get out of here with that gay shit.
Like the dude who be like, oh yeah, I fucked like 6 bitches last week. Blah, blah, blah. Those dudes are always a little gay.
It's just like, why?
A little gay.
You know what I mean? There's sugar in there. And that's okay. But you don't need to like push that. You don't need to shove down our throat that you're not gay. Because if anything, that makes me feel like you're a bottom for sure.
Oh wow.
Ooh, wow.
I feel like that's disrespectful to bottoms.
Ooh, Lord.
No, but I'm saying, like, well, you could be a top too. That might be top energy. But what I'm saying is those be the guys that are, dabbling in the sauce.
I mean, that's why I'm like, I could see the NBA being pretty homophobic. And to like, if they did find out about Dwight Howard,
they're closet gays.
Well, like, I'm just thinking about like what Tyler was saying, how Dwight Howard's not in the NBA anymore because like people found out about this. I could see that being like, oh, some dudes be like, I don't fuck with that gay shit, and like you said, some dude that overcompensated, oh, I can't have him on my team with that gay shit, blah blah blah, and like I could see that being a reason, but I don't think that's one of the reasons why he's not in the NBA. He's just old. He's also old. He's almost 40.
Shit, that could have been it too, Ty.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of old niggas in the league.
But you got to think about it in a, like, if I have a business or I have a team, I'm going to go with the young buck who has years left to give me versus the old guy who, like,
I mean, he just played he was just playing last season.
He was playing in China. He didn't. Oh,
the season before, like at least like 2 years ago, he was still in the NBA.
Count. Does that count, Tyler?
You were playing in China.
It counts as playing.
No. Every nigga plays in China after the NBA career.
Done. Yeah, they're usually done.
Yeah,
but like he was in the NBA. Was it 2 years ago? Then he won a ring. Then he won a ring with the Lakers.
Won a ring in 2020.
Yeah, so that was 3 years ago. I mean,
I think he tried to run it back 21, but
he got
No, after that, nobody.
Yeah, he's just old,
So
yeah, it's just a funny. I thought it was a funny story, just because he's so damn tall. The visual.
All right, this story, man. This one is going. Just shout out to KC. This story is brought to you by Dare to Talk.
I'll be honest with you. I don't really know. I know a lot about these people, but this situation I wasn't paying attention to.
Summer Walk, Mark and Krishan, KC, you have the mic.
So
I will be
Summer Walker, for sure. So Summer Walker was on Instagram, basically mocking her, talking about how she is basically crazy for Blueface. Just essentially just over exaggeration of Krishan. Now, this is something I will say. Is Krishan well. In my opinion, she
still
is
got
unwell.
the hospital bands
All
on.
jokes aside, she gave birth to this baby weeks ago. I mean, I want to fuck around and say it's almost a month. You have to cut the band off. Now, do people throw them away? No, I know people that cut them off, put it in a nice little scrapbook.
It can't be looking good.
But the fact that it has to be giving gangrene. Because that shit retains bacteria. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. That's nasty. You're putting that, you got to think where your wrist and shit go. It's just nasty. But
does the baby still have the band on?
No. Just her. Okay. She's wearing it. Well,
I just learned that's how they track.
Yeah, the hugs. They shut down the hospital when they go through that thing. It's a whole thing. We'll talk about it off air.
Oh my God, for real? Oh my God, no. Okay. So yeah. So basically, mocking how she's been taking her baby everywhere, and I will say, Krishan has been taking that new, freshly out the womb baby to meet and greets out and about at Walmart. Have been holding that. I mean, got that baby just hanging out, neck unsupported. Like, it's crazy. I'm not gonna hold you, Krishan. Is there space for growth? Yes. Should you be open to feedback? Yes. But is it okay for Summer Walker to be opening her mouth and talking about anybody? No. This is why I say she shouldn't open her mouth and talk about anybody. You have 3 fucking kids. I think 3 or 4 fucking kids. Every nigga you been with, you done had kids. This last nigga you was with, you had twins. Are you with any of the fathers of those kids? No. I mean, what's his name? Paris on the beat? London on the beat, on the track.
On the track.
You know what I mean? That shit was a hot mess. You and London were back and forth on social media all the time.
He was fighting his baby mama.
Fair to say that you were the Krishan and Blueface of your time, friend. So you have a lot of nerve. So here you go on on Beyonce's internet, because let's talk about it. On Beyonce's internet to tear down another woman who is going through some shit. Might have abandonment issues. There's underlining issues there. And you have the nerve to mock her, Summer, and say some shit. But God forbid we say some shit about you fucking around with Mano or Mino, whatever the little nigga name is.
Talking about Lil Meech.
Lil Boogie, Lil Meech,
I was about to say,
whatever.
Not Mano.
You know what I mean?
Where this nigga been? Where Mano been at?
Mano.
You know what I mean? You got the nerve to fuck around with this nigga. This nigga was putting up his cousin's groceries. He was tapping that ass. And here you are out and about again.
Nah, but she dating.
It's coming.
She's
it's
involved
coming.
with the man.
Okay.
Baby may be coming.
It's
She's fertile.
In her video. In one of her videos.
Yeah.
She fertile.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Summer Walker got a lot of nerve. And Krishan, she's Krishan. I just really want her to get help.
I feel like, if Krishan and Blueface weren't such a joke, I would feel bad. And I don't really, I just think, Summer Walker does have her own issues, but ain't nobody as bad as that chick, Krishan. And she what was it, a voiceover video? You think Summer Walker's bad as Krishan?
Yeah.
Let's here's the thing. Is the Summer Walker is lucky she makes great music.
Okay. I like that.
That is the well, let me not say only, but that's the major difference. Is that artistically you've produced more. Yeah. Now, am I gonna lie and say it's a vibe, it's not a bop? Krishan, that song, come on, I'm on crystal meth. I'm bopping to the bitch. You hear me? I'm on drugs too. I'm higher than a kite when I'm tuned into that song. So it's not like she can't, you know what I mean? It just, she needs to focus on her baby and the music. Krishan's issue is, I think her mom was also a drug addict. It doesn't sound like she's had her own trauma and shit like that. I don't think Blueface is helpful for her or helps her in any way. I also think that Stewie, his woman that
she do look like Stewie Griffin. That's a good one.
Stewie, doesn't help the situation either. But I also think it's crazy that this man, you walked in on this man fucking Krishan and you still fucking with this nigga. Huh?
I didn't know
She walked in. She was like, dude, yes. In the house, like, yo, Blueface, da-da-da. Walk up the bedroom, pound town with Krishan.
She really called a nigga Blueface. Anyway, that's not
Yes.
my fault.
I was gonna say they both call him Blueface.
Yeah.
And she still decided to marry him.
And you still decide to fuck with the nigga, fuck on the nigga, and
Well,
marry the nigga. And then rumor has it, the ring he gave Stewart or Stewie is Krishan's ring. Cause the bitch, let me tell you, that ring need to be cut off. Her finger is literally turning red. It don't fit. You can get that resized.
Yeah, you can get a ring resized.
Yeah, you can get it resized.
Get resized.
Resized, clean.
Do a lot of things to a ring. I did not know what's possible.
That's a lot.
So the motherfucker ain't got money to get your shit resized? Like, that's giving broke.
By the way, resize is free.
That's a free thing or
service.
No more than $15
that shit is not
for
that
show.
He did not buy that shit. I'm telling you. That's because Krishan, before he proposed, was talking about, he won't get my ring back. I lost my ring.
Oh, this is a sickness, man. This is a sickness that these people have.
Between all three of them.
And then she was wearing Krishan's jeans because Krishan left shit there. She
whoa. You're telling me that woman was able to fit into Krishan's clothes?
She wasn't, and that's what people were saying.
This is a very, very unattractive woman.
Denim is not
Krishan is better looking than this woman.
For sure.
Yes.
With the snaggle tooth.
Yeah. She was actually, if you look up, she was actually very pretty and very athletic.
She was on an episode of Tag.
That's what I hear, man.
I mean, Jada seen her on TV. She was fast as hell.
I just think
they brought children into this world. That'd be the crazy part about it.
Yeah, this poor kid. I would have Jada throw me down a flight of stairs before I had that kid. Hell no. You got me fucked up.
This is a sickness.
You got to be unwell.
Like,
hey man, speaking of music,
I was gonna say anybody. I just would have worn a condom with any person that got me my face tattooed on them so many times, just due to the fact that that person isn't mentally stable, and I feel like that would be terrifying to a child when they come to the world, seeing my face on a woman's throat.
But you know what?
And on the side of your head, and in numerous other places, she has his face tattooed.
So this is what I'll say, and then we can switch. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what dickmatized.
I think he's a pimp.
Is when somebody says, "Oh, I'm dickmatized," they literally are on their Krishan shit. I can't let this motherfucker go. That thing between his legs is crazy. And I heard on Twitter, you got an anaconda between them legs.
One more thing. I read a book called Pimp.
His anaconda dope. It's not anaconda dope.
I read this book called Pimp once before, and a lot of things this nigga does is very reminiscent of this book, of how he treats the women. And he finds women who are like mentally unstable, have some type of trauma in their life, not really good with their families, shows them love for the first time in their lives, and then you take it away like a pimp.
Ooh.
So you can manipulate them forever.
God. But wouldn't he have more hoes?
I think he tried to when he had that show where he met Krishan.
Oh.
You know, it's crazy.
He was he was a good football player back in the day. When he was in high school. Yeah, he had a few D1 scholarships.
Blueface?
Nah, he was nice. There was clips of him like in California. Nah, they was
fucking with
they thought he was gonna be. He was
Tyler's like, I'm not giving that nigga no credit.
Right, I'm fucking with you.
Quarterback, Tyler. Quarterback. Oh, I was gonna say it was wild.
You got him started.
I didn't believe it either.
You did it to
yourself. What I'm
Tyler.
saying is, if you don't, maybe you don't know the woman's background, man. You know, you just a nice nigga. You know what I'm saying? You be like, nigga got in a little too deep.
You gotta be
Fellas,
careful.
be careful out there. You know what I'm saying? Get to know people.
Get to know people.
Hey,
you know
rap
always
your
wrap
willies.
it up.
Rap them.
Let's talk music, man. So some cool projects have been dropped recently. Maybe in the past month or so. Shout out to Brent Fayez. He dropped Larger Than Life last Friday.
Album cover.
Either y'all get to tune into it.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't get a chance to.
Okay.
I have it ready to listen to it.
It's it's good. I'm not like too hype on it.
It
Not excited about it, but it is good. It gives a great. I feel like it's a great nostalgia about the album. There's a lot of Timberland esque
okay.
beats on there. I felt
Mm.
there was some songs reminding me of like Jagged Edge
Okay.
a little bit.
Oh,
So
come
it
on,
was a
Jagged
lot
So
of
it didn't do
Edge.
much of the
it was a lot of
same.
nostalgia in there. It was not
Okay.
Wasteland at all. It was a
All
lot more
right.
upbeat, a
Interesting.
lot more upbeat music. Like you could ride
Upbeat,
to it,
Okay.
upbeat.
vibe to it, background. You know what I'm saying? It's a good chill album. It's not on some like what the fuck am I listening to like the
Yeah.
last album. You know what I'm saying? So I do recommend it, but you ain't finna be like I gotta put this on repeat. But you're like I enjoyed that. You know that was cool. Shout out Brent Fayez. And the Joan I like the most is the Joan with Coco Jones. It's probably one of his singles, but
Which one? That one called?
Moment.
I think I heard it. I think I heard it. That's why I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, I
Moment
think
of
I
Your
heard it.
Life,
I
I
like
think it
that. I
was
did
called.
like that
Moment
song.
of Your
Coco
Life.
Jones. I'm a new
Yeah, Moment
fan.
of Your Life.
New big
That
fan
was
of
fire.
Coco.
Mariah the Scientist. Casey, I think you listen to this one. Mariah the Scientist last project.
I love Mariah the Scientist. I think that I feel like people sleep on her as an artist. I do not think I agree with her opinion that she's not R&B, but I can see why somebody would
Yeah.
say she is.
Well,
Yeah, I am. I've been a
I
fan of
like
hers for a minute now.
I like her
I saw
She's
voice.
her at
cool.
a
I like her
festival. She
voice.
good. I
Yeah,
rock with her.
her voice is very like it's like not
Yeah.
raspy, but it's not high pitch. It's very like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like she doesn't
Yeah,
have to try hard. She's
yeah.
singing, you can hear her singing, but it's not like a lot of like she's not
Yeah, I like her.
exerting too much.
She's a great songwriter to me. To be
Yeah.
honest with you, I think I
Mm-hmm.
like the Self Destructive. Probably one of my favorites. Just her, even just being able to spell that out was kind of ridiculous.
Oh,
Um,
I'm gonna have
but
to
yeah,
listen to these albums,
she's
man.
She's no. Her
Yeah.
pen go crazy.
yeah,
I
Yeah.
her
gotta
pen
listen
is
to these
crazy.
albums. I've been
Mm-hmm.
busy this weekend. Okay.
Yeah, man. Just listen to Self Destructive. You start spelling it. I'll be like, damn, she really spelled that shit. Huh?
She
Anyway,
sure did.
I like her
She had the
music.
time.
I've always have. I mean, I do. I could listen to a couple of
um,
her songs after she said she wasn't like R&B. And I could see like the alternative type deal going on for her.
I mean, but
Yeah,
she
you
be
can get
sampling
you
R and B
Yeah.
niggas all the time. I mean, one of my favorite
but it's
songs.
definitely a mixture of both. Like she taps into both.
I like.
Fair.
I
That's
like
fair.
how she
That's fair.
when she explained herself, she compared herself to Lana Del Rey because it's funny because I seen the
Mm.
tweets in the comments in the under the post and they're like, "Oh, aren't Lana Del Rey ain't R&B?" Like people mix her up too, even though she's
Mm.
white, so they automatically assume alternative. So I thought,
Do people? I mean, people consider Snow R and
yeah,
B, right?
yeah, that's an R&B.
I consider her R&B. Yeah.
I mean, I do think there's an alternate R and B genre now that's
They
like
R&B has its own
pretty
sub
popular.
separate genres, like neo
Yeah,
soul
soul,
and yeah.
neo soul.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
could see
so
alternative and A
we'll
and
see.
B
We'll see.
alternative, but there's also alternative R&B. It's no, you don't have to say R&B.
Mm.
It's
That's
alternative
valid.
R&B. They have that already.
Got you. Got
Yeah.
you.
So
No,
like
they do. They do. I think SZA's
SZA's
kind of in
kind
that.
of like
Another
that,
well, would you
kind of low key. Yeah.
another artist in that?
Alternative. Yeah.
I don't know if this artist is in that lane or not. Victoria Monet. Jaguar 2. She dropped Jaguar 2 about a month ago now, I think.
Okay.
But we never
I
talked about it.
I
Yeah.
fucking love her. And I'm so happy that she's finally getting the like people are like, "Oh yeah, that's cuz
Yeah,
She got a good
she's been
song.
nasty
That's a
since
real
the
good song.
beginning of time."
the first
Yeah.
Jaguar,
Sh-
the first Jaguar was really good.
She
It was
Like,
solid. It was solid.
she
It was
yeah.
solid.
I know about her because she does really good features on songs and she does features on songs
Mm.
on like hip hop songs a lot. I feel like.
And she's somebody I would say is up there. Who's another R&B singer that I like? I think when they feature on hip hop songs, it goes really well.
Janae Aiko?
I I Janae. I would put her up there with Janae. Janae is able to still hold her like vibe and essence while being on like Big Sean shit or doing shit with Kendrick. Like it just sounds good. It doesn't sound like it's forced. Like I would
I've
even
heard
say,
good
I
things
think
about her concert as well. Heard she really goes hard in
I
concert.
was willing to go to Nebraska.
How far is that?
To catch.
Yeah, she.
How far is
Four?
It's not that far. But I was gonna go. That's when I was asking, hey, where can I get cheap flights from? Because I was gonna fly in to see her because her tickets were dirt cheap.
Makes sense.
So I was like,
that's a good
do I
time
want
to
to
see
do
it.
it like, you know what I mean?
And Nebraska
Not
too.
bad.
Shit.
That's all right.
Yeah.
You fuck around in Nebraska.
Yeah, no, Victoria Monet.
No,
I
was about to be in and out of there, though.
Probably
I wasn't
buy some mad shit out there. They don't sell nothing.
Yeah, no. I wasn't
In
trying to play
Omaha?
out there. But I like this album. This album was strong. My favorite one, first of all, I listened to this album not high.
Ooh, okay.
And just like,
Okay.
all right, let's catch a vibe. Then I listened to this shit high because I saw an interview she did, and she was like, this is an album. You drink a little something, you smoke a little herb, and you rock out. You vibe out. When I tell you, I was like in a daze because the music is so literal. You know what I mean? They got that.
Man.
Oh man,
I'll be honest with you.
Yeah,
I was gonna listen to it yesterday
that
on the
nigga
speakers.
Is it Buju Banton?
Huh?
Is it Buju Banton featured on the Party Girls?
I don't.
Sweet like sugar. Get me.
I was gonna listen to it yesterday.
I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. When that part come on, I'm like, oh, and skip. You know,
Victoria Monet. Oh, they about you got.
I'm so upset. I wanted to listen to
I'll be
it.
like, well, why y'all keep doing this, bro? Why
no, Jalen. I'm telling you, smoke you a fat one and listen to it.
Man, I'm so upset. I wanted to listen to it yesterday. I was gonna put it on while the wife was cooking.
Shout out to her,
chili.
man.
And she was like, I want to listen to something I know.
I got one more album, man. I got some good cleaning music for y'all, man. Good cleaning music. Cleaning music, like music. Terrace Martin and Alex Isley dropped the album. Hold on.
Is she relate? She's the one of the Isley brothers' kids, right? Or granddaughter?
I believe so. Terrace Martin dropped the album called "I Left My Heart in Ladera." Terrace Martin is one of our hip hop like jazz. He's kind of one of the hip hop jazz guys out here doing big things. Did a lot of work with Kendrick. He actually does a couple. He had a instrumental. No, he had a previous album called Drones. He actually is pretty decent in my opinion. But Alex Isley on there was a nice addition. I
will say Ladera Heights is a pretty nice neighborhood. Pretty nice. It's like one of them black suburbs, like Baldwin Hills. Yeah, that's what Ladera Heights is. It's kind of like that.
Okay.
That's where I stayed when I was out there in the Airbnb. It was nice. It's
good
nice
to know,
nice.
actually. It's good to know.
You know? You ever go to LA, go to Ladera, stay in Airbnb in Ladera Heights. It's nice.
Yeah. I stay in Ladera. Well, he left his heart in Ladera. It was a good album, man. Shout out to Terrace Martin. It was an interesting collab. Something I didn't see really coming, but I'm glad I listened to it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. One more.
Oh,
City
shit,
Girls.
they dropped the album.
Raw.
It wasn't good.
Not good.
I got a problem with the production.
I didn't think it was good.
I have a problem with the production.
I haven't heard anything about it.
And so this is my problem with the City Girls album. I just didn't like. There was no creativity to the beats. You're gonna chop up an old song. You're gonna chop up an old beat. Don't just take the beat and use it and like add a couple little 808 acting like it's a new. Like no, like when you listen to Brent Faiyaz's album, right? You hear the Aaliyah sample, you hear the Timbaland, but it's still unique to his song. Like it's still his song, right? And it's just like, what are we doing now? Mind you, the album ain't for me. That shit ain't for me. I ain't no scammer. You know what I'm saying? But still,
I'm not doing it.
It sounds like to me,
and I respect the fact that they said, "Look, I know y'all want us to. Y'all keep saying we should be more lyrical, talk about different shit, but this is who we are."
I get that.
I get it, but the shit wasn't good. The production wasn't there. It just is what it is. JT did. She had a nice little bar. She had a couple of nice bars.
Are
here
they
and there.
trying?
You
Is
know,
that the issue?
Carisha,
Is it like they?
please.
It doesn't feel like they tried.
I don't think they trying.
No, but I would, Tyler, I would beg to differ. I think this is effort.
Oh.
This is trying. I think when they don't try, that's when that shit is
really
act up. You could get smacked up.
Oh.
You know what I mean? That's when it's like we're joking, we're playing around. But now we feel like, oh, we got something to prove. That's just actually whack.
Right.
It's
Right. We
trash.
need y'all to just relax and
Just relax, have a good time, smoke some hookah. You know what I mean? Click
Yeah.
record
Maybe they're not
and
hungry
vibe out.
no more. Maybe
I don't
they
know
ain't
what the
hungry
fuck this
no more.
is.
I just wasn't.
I have a coworker who she's from Florida, so she's like, this is not my Florida.
So you think, because their last album, I'm looking it up now, came out in 2018. That was 5 years ago.
Yeah,
Their lives have changed drastically in those 5 years. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, no,
It's
absolutely.
a great observation. I do think you could say this was them kicking the rust off. Let's see what next. I'm gonna just have to wait for the next one.
You can't go away for 5 years and then drop a.
Especially in the
like,
music.
Singles could suck, but the album gotta be good. You know what I'm saying?
That's not true. That's not true. Singles.
Yeah.
Singles.
Yeah,
should do very well.
Okay.
It depends
it depends on the artist,
because
though.
sometimes people drop singles and you don't even listen to it until they drop the album.
If I'm City Girls, I drop singles from here on out.
I mean, pull Cardi B because it's been 5 years since they dropped that album, and if it's not sounding,
Oh my god! And all she's been doing is dropping fucking singles. Cardi, enough. Ja, drop the fucking CD. Coño.
On that note, this is the No Clears podcast. Make sure you subscribe to the Patreon for $5 a month to get extra content.
Talk to him.
And we appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Tune into the Dare to Talk podcast.
Yes.
It is out. KC doing her thing.
Oh,
yeah.
can I say one more thing?
What's happening?
Tomorrow is November 1st. It is Christmas time.
Time to get
Great.
jolly.
Mm-hmm. Christmas
Time to get
starts
jolly.
tomorrow. Yeah.
Hang on the mistletoe.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, BT,
They
get
didn't
ready
play
to
it
play
last
it
year,
out.
and I'm very upset about
Oh,
this.
hey.
Yeah.
No, they took our feedback.
Coven season playlist one of these days.
It's been
Oh,
a
We
year
gotta,
since
we
we
gotta,
made it.
we gotta redo it.
Cuffin'
It's been a
season's
year since we made it.
here.
Yeah.
It's
redo.
that time of year.
We gotta redo. All right. Hey, we appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. This is the No Clearance podcast. Stay black.
Stay
Peace.
blessed.